Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Syndicate Championship Wrestling's first YouTube event of 2026. SCW presents Malice in Wonderland. Hey folks, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. I am your hostess with the mostest, Shaggy Black, and here we are bringing you some of the hardest hitting fake virtual fighting this side of the internet's on a bigger stage, folks. And man, oh man, if you didn't know the card before, we definitely have some great matches here tonight, with our main event being for the SCW World Title, as Big Wave Reese Price defends his SCW World Championship against Primetime James Lee. But go ahead here, folks. I'm gonna stop yapping. You didn't come here to hear me talk. You came here to see graps. Let's head down to the ring for our first match of the evening. Welcome to beautiful digital San Diego, California, and we're starting off with a tag team competition.
The following contest is a tornado tag team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 466 pounds, JT is Money and Yamashita Money Incorporated.
As you see, Money Gang Inc. coming down to the ring, it is JT Money and Diaz Tatum down, opening up our event this evening. And I can already tell you here, this is going to be violent. This is not going to be your regular one-on-one regular tag team competition. This is tornado tag. Anything goes, no disqualifications. As you see here, Diaz Tatum actually has the new tag team championship around his waist. Almost every single belt here in SCW had a redesign not too long ago, so it's good to see its first time appearance here in 26.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 458 pounds, the king of old school, Kevin Youngblood, and Alex Perez, the Club.
These two men, Kevin Youngblood and Alex Perez, have been longtime friends and partners. They have come together before under a banner, but now it is a collective that these two are meeting in the ring again for the first time under a new title of the Lionheart Combat Club. Of course, Lionheart Gym is where both of these men had opened up their gym back in Austin, Texas, training the wrestlers of tomorrow. But now, these two brought the Combat Club here to SCW with the intentions to right the wrongs of this sacred sport. Let's see if they'll be able to do that tonight as they take on Money Gang Inc. All four men have a history here, so we're gonna see where this goes. And here we go, the bell is rung, and of course you see Kevin and Alex already on it. Welcome to Toronto from Kevin, and then here we go. And folks, I'm going to call this match as best as I see it, because it is going to be a lot of action going on in the ring. As all four men are in the ring, there is no disqualifications in this tornado tag team match, and anything goes. Everything is legal here tonight. You see Alex. And oh! You see Alex busting up the combo, and now he's rolling out to the ring. Alex going under, and Alex has got Barbie. Alex has got Barbie, but thinks twice of it. We thought Alex was coming in to grab Barbie there and introduce Diaz Tatum to her. When we got to cover one. No, Kevin breaks it up. Now Kevin, oh, going after Tatum. But what the hell is that bag? There is a bag in the ring. I have no idea what that bag is. Meanwhile, you see both Tatum and JT Money trying to get their steps in, but it looks like Tatum's got Alex on his shoulders, but Alex fighting it off. But yeah, that mysterious bag is in the ring. I have no idea what that could be, but Kevin's got out of the ring and got Barbie. And before he could use it, JT Money stops him. See Alex Perez with the war paint on. Less elaborate as his normal war paint would be. This man is on a mission here tonight. Oh, backbreaker from Alex. But meanwhile, Tatum is taking out Kevin Youngblood. And you see Alex going, oh! Alex trying to throw Tatum in the corner, but JT Money gets hit with a rolling elbow to the back of the dome. That was after he hit Alex with a backstabber. Meanwhile, Alex running to the corner. Oh, another drop kick in the corner, and I think Tatum's busted open. Now we got a table outside. Kevin went for the table, but JT Money cut him off. Again, like I said, all four men have history, but especially Diaz Tatum and Alex Perez, but we got to cover here. 1, 2, no, kick out at 1, excuse me. Tatum and Perez have a history, and both men are looking to just end each other at any chance they get. And look at Alex, oh, blackout stomp, and Tatum is out. Alex going up, the end is nigh, hits. But Alex not going for the pin. He's got Barbie. Oh, and he beats Tatum in the head with Barbie. We got to cover here, though. 1. No, kick out at 1. Oh, my God. This match is a car wreck. Oh, KCKO from JT Money. But now it looks as if Money Gang Inc. has got the upper hand. How the hell is Tatum up after getting hit by Barbie? We got to cover 1. No, kick out at 1. We got another cover. Tatum pinning Alex 1. No, kick out at 1. Oh, and what a super kick from Kevin. Kevin avoids, but Kevin with a roll-up. 1, 2. No, kick out at 2. Now Alex, and Kevin's got a kendo stick, but what is Alex doing? Alex, oh! Alex with a Spanish fly, and he goes for a cover. 1. No, kick out at 1. Alex with a drop kick. Meanwhile, Tatum's got a trash can on the outside as he's taking on Kevin. And now all four men are back in the ring. This has, again, been a hell of a start to the evening. As you see Alex and Kevin going to work here. And now, Alex has got JT Money in the corner, but Alex going right after Tatum, trying to hit Tatum with a combo, and Tatum hits him with a knee, and Alex looks to be busted open. And Tatum, wait, we got a German. Wait a minute. This looks like the Chimeraplex. This is one of Alex Perez's moves. Out of nowhere, and Tatum hits that last bit, putting Kevin out, and Kevin's all out of the ring. Now there's a chair in the ring. Alex rolling out. All four men are on the outside, and Alex makes another beeline for Tatum. Meteor on the outside does Alex to Tatum. And now, JT Money getting picked up by Kevin. Now Kevin, Alex has got Barbie yet again. And JT Money's got Kevin up. Oh my God, a powerbomb, and look at Alex. Alex hits JT Money with Barbie. That barbed wire baseball bat clocked JT Money as he hit a home run. Oh, a low blow. Alex, JT, and Diaz Tatum are all busted open. But meanwhile, JT Money's got Barbie and beating the crap out of Kevin Youngblood here. I want to take a quick moment to say thank you all for tuning in. This is a special time. Malice in Wonderland is our first event of the year. We're going to be bringing you many more. And oh my God, is that thumbtacks? Is that what the bag had? Oh, and did Kevin DDT him on the thumbtacks? Kevin's got Tatum on the ring ropes. Now Kevin's wrenching that arm. There are thumbtacks in the middle of the ring, and Alex went and got another bag. Is it another bag of thumbtacks? And I think Tatum just got slammed into the thumbtacks. Oh my God! What is this? Is hell! Oh my God! So close to those thumbtacks, man. This is madness. Meanwhile, Perez is on the top turnbuckle. No, he thinks twice. Perez, oh no, drop kick from JT Money connects. Perez went right outside to Tatum. It is all the smoke between those two. Meanwhile, JT Money's back in the ring with Kevin Youngblood centered right near those thumbtacks. And JT is starting to combo himself with a knee strike. And now Kevin's rolling out to the ring. JT Money's got his eyes set on Kevin. And we got a cover in ring. One. No. Kick out at one. And JT Money's taking his focus off. Kevin is out. And he could be helping Tatum in the ring. But now JT Money gets powerbombed for his measures. Alex and Tatum are in the ring now. Ooh, drop kick from Tatum. Now Tatum and Alex are the only two in the ring. Kevin and JT are on the outside. And now, look at this. Oh, trying to go for that big boot. But look at this. Oh my God. German, and then a Chimeraplex. Dragon. He's got all three of them were in the thumbtacks. My God. And we got a cover. 1, 2, 3, your winners, the Lionheart Combat Club. My God, what violence did we just see here? Alex, Perez, and Tatum, the hate between those two is palpable. My goodness me. All four men were just here to beat the hell out of each other. And at one point, Money Gang Inc. had everything going for him, but I don't know what happened there.
Here are your winners, the King of Old School, Kevin Youngblood, and Alex Perez, the Club.
Kevin and Alex pick up an important victory as a get back from both men attacking them at either days. And you gotta say that, you know, the hate between Tatum and Perez is keep going, but somehow JT Money took his eyes off the prize. Kevin was on the outside. JT Money could have came in the ring and just him and Tatum could have jumped Alex, but I don't know what happened there. But man, oh man, what a hell of an opening contest. But folks, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to our first event of the year, Malice in Wonderland. It is something that we love doing. Every year we look to bring it to you. We've had many of great moments here at Malice in Wonderland as we celebrate 10 years of Syndicate Championship Wrestling. And we're going to continue to give you those moments. Just make sure, as a favor to us, if you can tonight, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that like button. That'll definitely help us here. And if you want to continue to watch the show, going forward, get alert when we go live. Hit that bell notification icon, and you will be alerted anytime we go live. Most of our shows are every Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. But tonight was a special start time at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. So now, folks, up next, we have a fatal four-way match for the #1 contender to DS Tatum's television championship, as the A-lister Aiden Alexander takes on the Blueprint Leon Chase, J-Dubble, and Hacksaw Leo Simmons. Folks, that match is coming up right now. Let's head down to the ring.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making his way to the ring from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 265 pounds, Hacksaw Leo Simmons.
You want to talk about having a drought or being laser focused. This man right here, Leo Simmons, is focused on being a champion here in 2026. And I gotta tell you, Leo has gotta right the ship. Of course, he's had some victories here this year, but also he's had his losses. But tonight could be a huge step in the right direction for the resident suplex machine. He just gotta go through 3 other guys here tonight to get his title shot. And here is one of them now, who is still an up-and-comer, but on the right path.
Want the name? They screaming bloody murder. I'm screaming bring the pain. They throwing fits, I'm throwing motherfuckers out the ring.
From New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 225 pounds, J-Dubble.
I like how we're starting off with the New Orleans homers here. Of course, both men from the great state of Louisiana. But J-Dubble, as his friends call him, has done some questionable things here. We saw last week on Showdown, it was a tag team match between Leo Simmons, Aiden Alexander, J-Dub, and Leon Chase. And yet J-Dub left Leon Chase to deal with both those men on his own. Now, these two were going at each other before the match started, saying, J-Dub telling Chase to put his work in, and Chase literally saying, so I'm gonna end up having to carry us to victory. Bet. J-Dub took that as a challenge and just left Chase on his own, and that, unfortunately for Chase, cost him the match, as it was a tag team match that turned into an impromptu handicap match. And I don't think J-Dub is worried in the slightest. He is focused tonight here as well, as a victory will propel him to upper status. Of course, I mean being one step closer to being a champion here in SCW and his young career. Talking about championships, Aiden Alexander is looking to become a 2-time television champion here in SCW. This man, granted, had a hell of a career and is one of the OGs here in Syndicate Championship Wrestling, being our first ever world champion here in the company's history. Meanwhile, you have, like, he is looking to regain some gold around his waist because it's been, for him, it's been a while. He's gone off to Hollywood and perfected that, but now he is being reinvigorated to become a champion once again in SCW. Again, of course, him getting that television championship would be on par and getting this thing right here tonight. But again, he's got some competition here. And of course, the man that he picked up a victory here is getting his introduction as he makes his Malice in Wonderland debut. Chase was one man going up against two men last week on Showdown, and now he's got to fight three, but only needs to pin one to get his title opportunity at a later date. But Leon Chase ain't forgot what J-Dub did to him, and then, of course, the loss that he ate at Showdown. I know this man may be motivated and ready to go. Of course, this is a fatal four-way match. First man to be pinned or submitted. There is no eliminations. It is just whoever can pick up the victory, as all four men are looking ready to go. And the bell is rung. Here we go, and of course, Chase goes right after J-Dub. And now all four men are going at it. And of course, folks, in a multi-man match like this, I will try to call it as best as I can, but you got to give me credit, though. This is going to be a lot to kind of go with. You see Chase giving a knee to Dub. And with that clothesline. Chase, and oh, the ref gets bumped. Chase and Aiden are the only two men on the outside. Well, wait, excuse me, I'm sorry. Aiden back in the ring. The ref being knocked out. All four men were trying to do damage. You see Chase and J-Dub going right at each other. And you see J-Dub not having any of that. And Chase, oh my God. You see J-Dub getting carried by Chase. Meanwhile, Simmons and Aiden Alexander going one-on-one, but now Simmons trying to take out everyone, and J-Dub's trying to take out Simmons. This lively digital crowd here in San Diego, California is hyped up for this match. J-Dub goes for a moonsault and gets it. And now he's hitting both men, but taking out Chase. And there's one suplex from our suplex machine. Chase is on the outside, shadow boxing. Meanwhile, letting the other three men try to beat the crap out of each other. Nice senton from Chase. And Aiden's getting rocked by the suplex machine, and we got two suplexes. And man, all four men are just going right at it. And a pump handle slam from back. But meanwhile, J-Dub, oh, dead calm to Chase. Now Leo's got a chair going right after Aiden, but J-Dub trying to get him some, taking out Leo Simmons. He didn't cover Leon Chase after hitting that dead calm. That might come back to haunt him, but it looks like he's trying to take everybody out. He's trying to take everybody out, but now Chase has got a sledgehammer. He's got Bianca in hand, but Bianca fell out. Now all 4 men are on the outside. Trying to gain some separation. Of course, Chase going right back after Dub. But now looking Chase and Simmons teaming up, suplexing Chase on the outside, and now we got a kendo stick. Aiden just beating Chase with that kendo stick. And Simmons throwing Aiden and J-Dubble on the outside. Now Simmons. Oh my God. And look at this. What is happening? What is going on? Look at the strength from Aiden. And Chase not focused on anything. He's gonna try to go back in the ring, getting a breather. That could be smart moves from there. Look at Aiden taking out J-Dub. Aiden going, but Aiden is cut off by Chase. Aiden breaks that up. And we got a baseball bat. The Louisville Slugger is in the ring. And now we had a cover and it was broken up. Chase is trying to send J-Dub to the, send both men trying to get sent to the corner. J-Dub and Aiden Alexander. Both men get a stop. Oh my God! Wait, was that Uzumaki Barrage delivered to the jaw of Chase? And we got a cover. 1. No! Kick out at 2. I missed that. It was a 2 count. And now, look at this. Red carpet to J-Dub. And we got a cover. No one's in the ring. Simmons is back. Simmons is out. Oh, but look at the drop kick from Chase, saving the cover. That could have been epic. Chase has got Aiden in the corner. But now, here comes Simmons, and Simmons. Look at this. Simmons going up. Oh my God. Planted him. We got to cover. 1, 2, 3. Leon Chase is your winner. Holy mother. This match was pandemonium. Leon Chase was getting his get back on everyone. And you see J-Dub getting hit. And now, of course, everyone pulled out their stops. You got the red carpet from Aiden Alexander, but this one right here, it was the final draft delivered and with a cover, but no one tries to break it up. And the ref counts 3, and Leon Chase is your new #1 contender. Leon Chase defies the odds and becomes your #1 contender for the SCW Television Championship. And man, oh man, what a way to end. He picks up the W here tonight after getting beat down on Showdown last week. So you gotta give it to him for defying the odds here. It doesn't sound like San Diego's too much of a big fan, but but regardless of how you feel, give it to Leon Chase picking up the victory here tonight. An ever important victory for the Blueprint, as he will go on to face Diaz Tatum for that SCW Television Championship. But no one knows. It's gonna be set at a later date, but he does become your #1 contender, folks. So you gotta give it to him. And I know he is looking to try to add gold around his waist. Great job, Leon Chase, in your first victory at Malice in Wonderland. And his first victory, this was his first Malice in Wonderland ever, folks. So you got to give it to him there. But man, oh man, thank you all for tuning in when you can, taking time out of your busy schedules to join us here tonight. And the show is going to keep going, folks, because I'm getting word here that we were supposed to be having our Strong Style Championship match in a street fight here tonight between Antoine Cartier and Bruce Stubbs, but it looks like these two men, and these two men are just out in the parking lot. They said, screw the ring. They are getting right after it. And you see Stubbs and Cartier. I mean, this is just a street fight. I don't even know what the hell I mean, if this is for the Strong Style Championship, I'm just going to assume that it's going to go by Strong Style rules. Either you tap out or you get knocked out. But there is no countouts, no disqualifications. And oh my God, there's a car. As you see Antoine Cartier taking the Stubbs. But Stubbs, Stubbs is trying to gain some position. They are looking at this car. I don't know whose car this is. But oh my God, Stubbs gets thrown into it. And both men are going back and forth here. I know this is a sanctioned match, but these two men are just gonna beat each other down in the parking lot. And you see Cartier taking it to Stubbs already on the outside with rights and lefts. But Stubbs, the Daddy May, trying to take it to the Chicago Pimp. And look at Cartier dragging Stubbs all the way. We got an ambulance right there just in case this match goes south. And he drags him all the way near the garage door. Cartier's got him in that dragon sleeper, and Stubbs just getting out of it. There's a shopping cart here. This is insane. Look at Cartier. Oh my God. Cartier just suplexed Bruce Stubbs on the street. And now he's opened up that ambulance. This is not an ambulance match. It's Cartier looking to throw Stubbs. I mean, it looks like he was trying to throw him in the shopping cart. Stubbs cuts him off. And now Stubbs just throwing Cartier all the way in the parking lot. This is outside of the arena. My goodness. And Stubbs just throwing Cartier. Look at the scaffolding. There's a box and there's a sledgehammer outside. Put some, look at this, man. This is insane. Stubbs just taking it. And now look at this. Cartier gets out of it. Now Cartier throwing Stubbs over the opposite side. This is crazy, man. I've never seen this in all of my years, in all the 10 years I've covered SCW. I've never seen anything like this. And Stubbs is just getting tossed around by the Strong Style champion, Antoine Cartier. Stubbs just going for the leg. And Stubbs, oh my God! Stubbs slamming Cartier into the concrete. And that was just meet your maker. And now into the 8 gates. Can Cartier get out of this? And he does. He slips out. Cartier taking on Stubbs. And now Cartier he's got Stubbs on his shoulders. Where's he carrying him? My God, what is Stubbs? Oh my God, slams him into this garden area. That is in front of the stadium. And look at this. Look at these two men. Oh my God. Reverse DDT on the sidewalk. And now Stubbs just throwing Cartier into the side of the building. Looks to be. These two men are just throwing each other everywhere. And Stubbs just combinations. Oh, smacking the back of the head of Cartier. And now he's throwing him on top of the plant area. Chops and screwing that up, just dragging the arm. No. And Cartier's got him up. Cartier, gold standard, right on the dirt where the flowers meet. Now Cartier's got Stubbs, and Cartier throws him off into the street. My Lord. Look at this, man. Cartier got that trash can, thought twice about it. Now Cartier, street dreams, and Bruce Stubbs could be out. But it's the match doesn't. I don't know if the match is over or what, but it looks like Cartier is thinking about something. He's got the table. Cartier is Bruce Stubbs slow to get up. Cartier gets clotheslined by Stubbs. Now Stubbs just, he's got Cartier on his shoulders. Cartier, no. And here we go, Cartier, no, with the block. Oh my God! Cartier, I think got busted open here as Stubbs hit him with that big boot. Stubbs got Cartier up on his shoulders. Where is Stubbs taking him? Stubbs, oh my God. Oh my God! Bruce Stubbs just threw Cartier into a driver's window. Holy shit! And now he's got him back locked into the 8 gates. How the hell is Cartier conscious? How? He's got out of it. He's got out of the 8 gates. How the hell is Cartier able to function after being thrown into a car window? And now Stubbs, spearing him on to that I can only call it, it's not an atrium, it's like a planning area. And you see, Cartier is a bloody mess. He's got Bruce Stubbs, and now he throws him up on the planted area. Cartier's got him up. Cartier could be setting up again for another gold standard. Right in the dirt, and Stubbs could be out. And Cartier's got his eyes set. Bruce Stubbs slow to get up. Now Cartier, gold standard. And that's it. That is it. Cartier has defeated Bruce Stubbs in a San Diego street fight. My God, man. That, my friends, was something I was not prepared for. At any means was I gonna be prepared for that match and what was gonna happen. Most of the street fights I've seen in SCW history have been on near the outside of the ring, but this was literally outside of the stadium. My God, man. Congratulations to Antoine Cartier, but I'm gonna need the doctors backstage to check up on him, because him going in that car window, I don't know, man. Chicago guys are built different, I suppose. Folks, again, thank you all for tuning in to Malice in Wonderland 2026. We love bringing this content to you. This is 10 years of Syndicate Championship Wrestling, if you can believe it. As we've gone on and pushed forward to continue to bring you some of the best fake virtual fighting you've seen on the internet. And speaking of which, coming up next, the SCW Women's World Championship is on the line as Champagne Knight defends her title one-on-one against the Warrior Princess, EVE. That match, folks, which is our first main event of the evening, is coming up right now. Let's head back down to the ring.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the SCW Women's World Wrestling Championship.
Here comes EVE, dressed in her Warrior Princess garbs. That cannon. Yes, sir. Let it off. One of EVE's favorite wrestlers of all time was the 9th wonder of the world, China, rest in peace. Inspired her to become a wrestler back when she lived in Africa. So now it is her time to shine on one of the biggest stages of our digital history here, as EVE now gets a Women's World Championship title shot. It's not the first time in her career, but this is the first time it has had this amount of magnitude. because the women she's facing today is probably will go down as one of the most decorated women's champions we've had in our history. As here comes the champ, Champagne Knight. Champagne Knight, a 3-time women's world champion in SCW, has faced many of opponents in front of her and found a way to take them all down. But tonight, the champion is strolling in with the confidence of a champion, but she is gonna have to face a woman who is hungry to become champion. She has never been champion as long as she's been in this company, so she is gonna come with a lot of fire. But Champagne Knight is known to put fires out. She's got that SCW Women's World Championship on her hands. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is our first World Championship match. Let's head down to the ring for inductions.
Introducing the challenger from Lagos, Nigeria, Goddess EVE. And her opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, the SCW Women's World Wrestling Champion, Champagne Knight.
Champagne Knight looks at that world championship that she has kept around her waist for a long time, and EVE is looking at it as this could be the first time. That is what it's all for, ladies and gentlemen. As EVE is staring down Champagne Knight. Champagne Knight and EVE, the bell is rung. Both women are looking to lock up in the center of the ring. It looks like EVE has started it. They both got their hands up. EVE is looking to start it, and there we go, collar and elbow tie-up. Both women are strong in their own right. And there Champagne Knight's got the advantage, but EVE tosses her out of the ring. But Champagne reverses. And now Champagne looking to go for a DDT. And we got a cover. 1, 2, no, just a 1 count. Of course, like I was saying, both women are some of the strongest women we've seen in the women's division, but I will say Champagne Knight is the more athletic of the two. Very fast as well. But I will say EVE may have Champagne Knight beat in the strength department, but Champagne Knight is starting the onslaught early. We got another cover. 1, 2, no, just a 1 count. And now Champagne Knight, no, EVE with the reversal. Now EVE's on the onslaught. EVE showing that power. Power slam right then and there. Kick to the back from the Warrior Goddess. I was saying Warrior Princess. That's my bad, but the Warrior Goddess. EVE. Now EVE beating the chest in of Champagne Knight. And the crowd here in digital San Diego was chanting on and counting on. But Champagne Knight's back on her feet. First counts up to just started at 1. And Champagne Knight throwing EVE into the ring post. Refs telling both ladies to get back in the ring. And Champagne Knight gets back in the ring as EVE is just on the outside. But now Champagne Knight breaks the count. But she gets back in the ring, thanks twice. This EVE was coming too. Now EVE's back in the ring. Now EVE got Champagne over his shoulders, but Champagne with the reversal. This is what I was talking about. You got to cover 1. No, not even a 1 count. EVE's got to Got to think twice. And Champagne Knight, oh, there it goes. EVE reads right to the knee. And wow, what are the, look at this. A little Hurricane Rana into some forced punches. Now EVE's trying to bring the offense. And Champagne Knight going back and forth. Oh. Champagne Knight is focused with the shadow boxing. Champagne's got EVE on her shoulder now. Oh, Snake Eyes on the rope. Champagne Knight has been controlling this match for the majority of the time. Look at the splash from the champion. We got to cover. 1, 2, no, kick out at 2. Like I said, Champagne Knight has been on the offensive this entire match. Oh, but this could be the turning point EVE needs, and EVE with another Hurricane Rana and just wailing away on the world champion. EVE's got to think something. Champagne Knight's had her number after 9. Oh! Deep 6! We got to cover. 1, 2, no! Kick out at 2. Now Champagne Knight is now trying to get some momentum back as EVE has now got the hands in the match, and look at that clothesline from EVE. Champagne Knight's crawling into the corner. This is what we needed from EVE. But a block from Champagne Knight. Now Champagne Knight's going on the offensive herself. Both ladies in the center of the ring. Champagne sent to the ropes. And look at the big boot from Champagne Knight. Champagne's got EVE center of the ring. And it's ready. Get ready to pop some bottles. Champagne hits it. Now Champagne's going for the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Champagne Knight's got to wonder how she's going to put away EVE. EVE's slow to get up. Now Champagne with a knee to the gut. Champagne Knight. Oh, last call. Last call. Will this be it? Will the champion retain? 1, 2, no! EVE kicks out of the last call. And now the crowd is chanting in for women's wrestling and a little bit of EVE champs. They want to see her do what she hasn't done before and become women's champion. But right now, Champagne Knight's not worried about any of that. Another Snake Eyes on the ropes. Now leg split. Champagne Knight is back with the momentum on her side. Now Champagne's going right after the leg. Look at the kicks from Champagne Knight. Champagne Knight. Oh, with a nice little splash. EVE here. Now Champagne going for a kick, but EVE, oh, with the shoves and forearms to the chest. Champagne Knight. And Champagne Knight, again, going back on the offensive. EVE trying to fight back, but Champagne with these rights and lefts. EVE trying to reverse, and EVE now showing that strength is tossing the world champion. Champagne Knight getting picked up by EVE. EVE's throwing Champagne. Oh, spear! Spear! Spear hit by EVE! Out of nowhere! We gotta cover 1, 2, new chin, no! Kick out at 2. Kick out at 2. And the crowd is loving this as EVE is taking it to Champagne Knight. I thought that spear out of nowhere would have got Champagne Knight out of here. I thought we would have had a new champ. But it doesn't look that way as Champagne Knight reeling in from the pain from EVE, feeling the effects of that spear. And now EVE's got all the momentum on her side. And Champagne Knight, again, oh, get hit with another Hurricane Rana. Now EVE, Champagne Knight is slow to get up. EVE's back on her feet. EVE trying to set up. Now EVE, oh, reverse DDT. Now EVE is in that corner. She's looking to go for another spear. Can she get it? No! Champagne Knight reverses. Champagne Knight leapfrogs the spear. She had it scouted. And Champagne Knight going for something. No! EVE reverses. Now EVE's going up for that power bomb, but no, Champagne Knight stops her. Now Champagne Knight with a clothesline, another clothesline. Oh, with a leg whip, and EVE's down. We got to cover. 1, 2, nah! Kick out at 2. Now EVE down on Dream Street. Champagne Knight kick to the back. Champagne Knight, Nightfall DDT. And we got to cover. 1, 2, 3. Your winner and still SCW Women's World Champion, Champagne Knight. This match, EVE gave it all she had, but it was the champ who was known for champ-like things, showing that wherewithal and resiliency. The Champagne Knight, battle-tested, is coming back and delivering another monumental title defense. But you got to give it to EVE. She tried everything in her power to do this, and it just wasn't in her favor.
Here is your winner, and still SCW Women's World Wrestling Champion, Champagne Knight.
Champagne Knight retains her SCW Women's World Championship as she is on a monumental run here. Very dominant is Champagne Knight. And folks, what a hell of a women's world title defense that we just saw here. And Champagne Knight's gonna go down in history as one of the greatest women wrestlers we've had here in SCW history. Now, of course, our main event of the evening is, of course, the World Wrestling Championship will be on the line, as Reese Price defends his SCW World Championship against Primetime James Lee. But I'm getting something in my headphones. Apparently, something is going on backstage. I don't know. But hold on. What is this? Folks, Prince Youngblood is making his way down the ring, and I think I don't know. Hold on. Let's head back down to the ring to see what the hell's going on here.
Making his way to the ring from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 215 pounds, Prince Youngblood.
And Prince Youngblood, of course, coming down to the ring, you can see dressed in his Jaguar gear, which is boos from the San Diego crowd. Granted, the Chargers don't play there anymore, but old wounds, you feel. But I've been told in my headset that Prince Youngblood is upset that he was not on this Malice in Wonderland card. So he met up with our GM Ian Jacobs to get some time, and I think he's looking for a match here tonight. He's asking for a microphone, so let's see what he's got to say. San Diego, look around. You've all been enjoying Malice in Wonderland so far, right? But deep down, you knew something was missing. See, a good show can survive without a lot of people. A great show, it needs somebody who can change the atmosphere the second they step through that curtain. And that's why I'm here. I had a conversation with GM Ian Jacobs and told him to fix the biggest problem on this card. He did what smart people do. He listened. So tonight, you get the opportunity you've all been waiting for. You get me. And just like last time, I'm opening up the door for anybody in the back who's got enough courage to walk through it. Anyone who wants the spotlight. Anybody who wants their name remembered. Anybody who thinks they're ready for the next level. Because when you step in the ring with me, one of two things happens. You become famous or you become a warning. Either way, your life changes. So there's somebody back there bold enough to bet on themselves. Come on out. Your moment is waiting, and it belongs to me. Bold words from Prince Youngblood as we're going to see who's going to step up and answer the challenge. Last time it was a super smooth bruv. But hold on. He's here.
And his opponent from San Jose, Costa Rica, weighing in at 264 pounds, the Dream, Elijah Hendricks.
We've been hearing about this man, Elijah Hendricks, for a few weeks now. A few vignettes and just actual promotions coming through for this big behemoth of the man they call the Dream. Elijah Hendricks makes his debut here tonight in Syndicate Championship Wrestling, and man, I am excited to see what he brings to the table. Prince Youngblood has no idea what he's in store for. But there it is, that cocky demeanor of Youngblood always. Of course, Elijah Hendricks getting hyped up before the match starts. You got to give it to him, folks. He's excited to be here. And now both men, Elijah Hendricks walking on him. That is a big man. But Prince isn't scared, isn't backing down. As he's looking to make him famous. And here we go. Collar and elbow tie up. Now Prince, of course, with that technical know-how. But Elijah Hendricks getting out of that and reaching back on the arm of Prince here. Oh, and almost ripped the arm out of the socket. Prince is still reeling here. Now Elijah's got that arm trapped. Prince has got to say something. You got to do something. I said say something. I don't know that, but here we go. Prince is out of it. Oh, but Elijah Hendricks just charges full blast and knocking Prince off his feet. And now Prince getting clocked. Elijah, big splash, but no, Prince gets out of the way. Prince. Oh, what a senton from Prince. And now Prince going for a kick. No, Elijah ducks. But Prince gets out of that. And Prince, gets countered. Now Big Hendricks picking up a lot. He's got Prince up. Got him in that powerbomb position, but no, he turns around. Oh! Snake eyes in the corner. Now Elijah tries to go for a stomp. Prince gets out of it. Now Prince with the left hands. Look at the slap from Prince. The chop. Backhand chop, I mean. Now Prince. Oh my God. Prince styling and profiling and stunting on his opponent. That is vintage Prince Youngblood. But now, Elijah didn't take too kind to that. Prince wisely rolling out of the ring. Now he's back in. A breath. Now Prince throwing Elijah to the ropes. Miscommunication there. And Elijah with a big clothesline. We got a cover. One. No, kick out at one. And look at this. Oh my God. Elijah's showing off that strength and getting the crowd on his side. Elijah getting it ready. Oh, and look at the back elbow from Elijah. We got to cover. 1, 2. No. Kick out at 2. Elijah winding up. Oh, what a punch to Prince. Now Elijah's picking up Prince. Elijah getting caught. Elijah's got him caught. He calls that the dream state of mind. But of course that's not going to work against Prince. Prince coming from a family of technicians. Of course his father, who was in action tonight, Kevin Youngblood, of course picked up the victory. We're trying to see if Prince can do that here tonight. But he's got his hands full with big Elijah Hendricks. And now Hendricks got his eyes solely squared on Prince. Oh, trying to go for a shoulder tackle from the second rope. Prince got out of the way. Now Prince tossing Elijah into the corner. Now Prince got Elijah on the top turnbuckle, the lower back, and Elijah fighting back. Prince shrugging that off. Elijah trying something. What? Prince! Prince with a release German suplex! My God! And the crowd loves it. Prince working out the kinks. Round and round and round he goes. Look at that Hurricanrana. And Prince is fired up, ready to go, telling Elijah to get on his feet. Prince, oh, trying to go for a drop kick. No, Elijah gets out of the way. But Prince with a big boot to Elijah. We got to cover. 1, 2, no. Kick out at 2. Prince is trying to do what he can in this match, not knowing anything about his opponent. And he's got Elijah up, but Elijah gets out of that and, oh, takes out Prince's leg. And now Elijah picking Prince up, going for a suplex of his own. He's got him up for a while here. It looks like it's a stalling suplex. Look at the strength from the big man. And Elijah stomping away on Prince Youngblood. Now Elijah looking like he's going climbing the top turnbuckle. What's he thinking? Elijah with a big elbow drop. And Prince wisely rolling to the floor. Prince reeling in pain right now. And now Prince going up. Oh, Stun-Dog Millionaire! Stun-Dog Millionaire. Prince hits that. Ref's count is up to 3. And oh, Prince just throwing Elijah near the guardrail. And now Elijah trying to get back on some offense here. Elijah punching Prince. Elijah's got him set up. Elijah, oh my God. What a move from Elijah there. Prince is on Dream Street. But no. Now Elijah fighting back. Both men got to get back in the ring. Elijah gets back in the ring first. And here comes Prince. And now Prince with a roll up. 1. No. Kick out at 1. He couldn't hold on. Prince looks like he's met his match here. He doesn't know too much to do. And now Prince going up for another suplex. But Elijah gets out of that, going right after the leg of Prince again. And now Elijah got Prince on his shoulders. Oh, he calls that dreams and nightmares. We got to cover. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Elijah Hendricks. Man, oh man, what a debut from the Dream. Elijah Hendricks, we heard a lot about this man coming from the streets of Atlanta by way of Costa Rica. But this man, an underground fighter, showing his ability, but definitely showing his strength here tonight in his debut match here in Malice in Wonderland. When both men got back in the ring, Elijah looked to take full advantage, had Prince set up on his shoulders, drove him into the mat, dreams and nightmares hits for the 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Dream, Elijah Hendricks.
Elijah Hendricks picks up a huge victory here tonight in his debut match at Malice in Wonderland. That is how you make a debut, folks. Man, you gotta love it. But man, oh man, thank you all for tuning in again. We really do appreciate you as much as we can. Thank you all so much for coming out and watching us here live. If you are watching this at a later time, we still appreciate you taking time out of your day to get caught up with us. We definitely appreciate you. You can always watch us on this YouTube channel every Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central, as you can tune in to Saturday Showdown here every week. And of course, when we do events like this, they will be later in the day, typically around 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you hit that like button for us. Help us out a little bit. Leave a couple comments in the comment section. What's been your favorite match tonight? Or who is your favorite SCW superstar? Also, if you want to make sure you know when we go live, hit that bell notification icon for when we go live so you never miss a show. But folks, it is now time for our main event of the evening, as the SCW World Championship is on the line, as Primetime James Lee takes on Big Wave Reese Price. That match is coming up right now. Let's head back down to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the SCW World Wrestling Championship.
This night has a big fight feel in the atmosphere.
There's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die, never die, never die.
It is the must-see TV Primetime James Lee in the building. And this man is looking for redemption. He won his first Ascension ladder match last year, and now he is cashing in his opportunity tonight to become champion again. And folks, James Lee has had his ups, but some felt that he peaked too early here in SCW. But now, with a step in the right direction, he is looking to up his game even further. And the first thing he needs to do is get that SCW title back around his waist. But the funny thing is, this match was never personal until this man made it personal. And that man is your SCW World Champion, Reese Price. Gotta give respect to the SCW World Champion, Reese Price, as he has come tonight dressed as Jeffrey from Virtual Fighter fame. I know he is an avid fighting game fan, and I know he had to be very hyped to hear about the new Virtual Fighter 6 dropping and saw that information. I know me and him had a chance to talk in the back about it before he shooed me away. But honestly, this man just is looking to just cause havoc. It was like about 2 weeks ago, he had a main event match against Angel of the Awakening. It was Adrian Angel one-on-one with Reese Price, and Reese Price proceeded to give that man and just beat that man within an inch of his life and now taking out his leg, which I have heard that Adrian Angel is out for the foreseeable future with a torn ACL. Now, folks, this match is for the SCW World Championship, but it's got bigger intentions.
Introducing the challenger from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 247 pounds, Primetime James Lee! And his opponent from Biloxi, Mississippi, weighing in at 327 pounds, the SCW World Wrestling Champion and one half of the SCW Tag Team Champions, Big Wade Reese Price.
There it is, folks. Again, this is for all the gold, but there may be more on the line here for both men. One man is trying to prove he can do it on his own, and the other man is trying to prove to himself and others. And here we go, the match has started, and Price showing that strength early. But James Lee not having that. Now James, of course, has got to show the aggression and speed here tonight if he wants to regain that SCW World Championship. And now Reese Price, however, Reese Price going for a roll-up. Here we go, no! We got another one, James Lee counters one, and a kick out at one. Trying to beat him at his own game. But again, Reese Price to retain here, he's gonna have to use his strength. That's how he defeated James Lee in the first place. He could do it again here if he follows the same path. However, I think this is a different James Lee entirely. This James Lee looks way more motivated than he ever has in his entire career here in Syndicate Championship Wrestling. But how much of that motivation is for revenge? Revenge for his fallen brother at the hands of Reese Price. James Lee sending Reese to the ropes. Look at the strength! Oh my God, gut buster! From James Lee. And look at the strength again with that spine buster from James Lee. James Lee has been in the gym, it seems, trying to take out the leg of Reese Price. And I believe that is the injured leg of Reese Price. We don't see a brace on here tonight, so he might be trying to do something else. And Price trying to pulling himself up in the corner, and here comes, oh, James Lee, no, countered by Price. And Price with the knee. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening if you're just tuning in. Big Wave Reese Price defending his world championship against James Lee, one-on-one here tonight. And oh, look at the blockbuster from James Lee out of nowhere. James telling Reese to get up on his feet. James is with the combos, but no, Reese counters. And I stated this earlier. I said this one man is looking to do this on his own. I was mentioning Reese Price. He has told James Lee, given James Lee his word that no member of Money Gang Inc. will interfere in this match tonight, as both men will go one-on-one. We got to cover 1, 2, no, kick out at 1. No member of Money Gang Inc. is allowed to come out here and interfere in this match. Reese Price is trying to prove, out of shadow of a doubt, that he can do it on his own. That was a point James Lee made to Price, as Price always appeared he needed help from his stablemates. And speaking of the damn devil, what the hell? That's JT Money's music. I knew you couldn't trust the word of Reese Price. And James Lee has no idea. James Lee, turn around. And look at this. JT Money, KCKO. What the hell? And the ref didn't see. This is worse than the damn NBA Finals referees. We gotta cover 1, not like this, 2. Kick out at 2. I don't believe a damn thing Reese Price says anymore. Now both these men are going back and forth, and James Lee not having it. James Lee just dogging Reese Price here, going back and forth, and there's something from Price, but there's a chop from Lee. Now James Lee, oh, with a forearm. James Lee telling Reese Price to get up on his feet. Oh, look at that combination. Oh my God. Price with a reversal. Now Price with another roll-up, but no, rope break. Ref saw that one, but didn't see JT Money interfere in this match. Reese Price throwing James Lee. Man, James Lee's got to try to do something. Reese Price is chopping his chest in, my God. James Lee wanted to believe the word of Reese Price saying that no one would interfere. And damn it, JT Money out of nowhere, and we got to cover. One, no, kick out at one. James Lee is still in this match. Not enough damage done, but Reese Price is looking to make up for that. JT Money after losing earlier tonight in the tag match against the Lionheart Combat Club, he now came into the ring to interfere in the world title match. Oh, and now, oh, Price with a clothesline. And now James Lee might be feeling the effects of that KCKO. It has been mostly all Price in his back half. Can't trust a damn thing those Money Gang Inc. bastards are good for, man. What? That's the only thing. But James Lee looking to get back into this match. James Lee throwing Reese Price to the ropes. Trying to go for a knee. Price gets out of the way. James Lee gets out of the way. Oh! What a knee. Taking Price off, but Price smartly rolls out of the ring. Now James Lee meeting Price halfway. No, but Price with a forearm for himself. James, look at the powerbomb. Powerbomb position from James Lee on his shoulders. Oh, snake eyes. What strength from James Lee. And look at it again. We got to cover. 1, 2, no, kick out at 2. And look at this, James Lee just breaking the eyes of the world champion, but this is what he needs. This is exactly what James Lee needs to get back on it. James Lee climbing the top rope, but no, Reese Price slow to get up. James Lee jumps down, and now Price clubbing the back of James Lee. And now Price has got James up. No, but James with a reversal. James with a reversal, you got it, kid. You got it, go after it. And James with a clothesline. And another clothesline there. Reese is reeling, he's in the corner. James has got to finish this. Now James with a splash. Oh, and look at the elbow drop from James. We got to cover. Will this be enough? 1, 2, no, kick out at 2. This is a hell of a main event so far, even with the interference. Now James could be looking to breathe easy. It hits. We could have a new champ. We could have a new champ. 1, 2, no, kick out at 2, 2.999. Now James trying to go for an elbow. Oh, and it hits. James Lee hits. And now Price getting right up. He ate that damn elbow, and now Price with the forearm shot to the back of the head. James Lee, my God. James and Reese back up on their feet. Now Reese out, reversing James. Reese Price looking to put him away with a low tie. No! James Lee gets out of the way. Oh, just hits Reese. Telling James Lee telling Reese Price to get on his feet. No, and what a block. Look at the strike for the world champion. Power slam center of the ring. And now Reese Price trying to take out the arm of James Lee. Price could be looking to end it. Going up for the top rope, but he's telling James Lee to get on his feet. Going for that drop kick, and that connects. Big drop kick, we got a cover. 1, 2, no! James Lee kicks out. James Lee kicks out. Reese Price doesn't know what the hell he needs to do. But now Price, oh my God, what a neck breaker from the world champion. World champion on a second rope. He's telling James Lee to get up on his feet. Oh, an axe handle. Sending James Lee to the ground. Now Reese sending James to the corner. James could be out. No, James fights back. James fights back. A little bit of dirty boxing from James Lee. James sending Price to the ropes. Drop down. And James trying to go for something. No, Price reverses with a headbutt. And now Price has James up. Oh, that powerbomb, my God. And now Price pulling James away from the ropes. Now we going for a cover. 1, 2, 3. Your winner and still SCW World Champion, Reese Price. Damn it. We were bamboozled by Money Gang Inc. As we were told no one would interfere, and sure as shit, JT Money brought his slime ball ass down to this ring and interfered in what could have been a classic. But now it is stained with the feces known as JT Money. And you saw Reese Price retain with that powerbomb.
Here is your winner.
God.
Still SCW World Wrestling Champion, Big Wave Reese Price.
The champ moves on to see another day as world champion. But what will be next in store for James Lee after coming up short here tonight? But more importantly, we will find out more next week, because why the hell did we believe the word of Reese Price? Folks, thank you all for tuning in. We really do appreciate having you here. We will see you next week on this channel for another episode of Showdown. Till then, this is Shaggy Black for Syndicate Championship Wrestling. You all take care of yourselves.